Hey yo, Bay here bringing you Yu Yu Hakusho 100% Maji battle. So, are you guys playing this? It's not out yet globally, so it might be frustrating with all these Japanese text and all, but I know that many people tend to play although they don't understand the language, so I might as well thought of doing a ranking so that for those who just started with this game would know which characters to reroll for. Okay? So first of all, at the very initial tutorial gacha, you get to pull over and over until you get what you want. But the problem with this gacha is, well, it always comes out with 5 stars, so that's good, but it doesn't include everyone. It doesn't include Yusuke on the left, right here, and Kurama, right here, in the middle, and Hie, I don't have. Well, this is 4-star Hie, so 5-star. I'm talking about 5-star. So these 3 characters will not come out from the first tutorial gacha. So at the very beginning, you have to take whichever character you want without excluding these 3 characters who are supposed to be probably the best, well, most famous popular characters in the manga. Okay, so, and this game, how this system works, or yeah, is there's status. If you look at the status right here per each character, there's this 1928 is the total status when you add all these 5 figures. Okay, right here it says HP, so that's your HP, right? So well, I already leveled him to 23, but his HP is 769. And right here is attack, 190, okay? And then here is defense, 335. And then here in the middle is, how do you say this? It's like magic power. Yeah, so which you use, well, no, you don't use, but yeah, it's another attacking power. So this is the physical attacking power, and this is magical attacking power. Magic attacking power, yeah. And also here is the what, agility or speed. Okay, and so there's 2 types of attacks, physical and magic. Okay, and for someone like Yusuke, where it says here the same kanji right here, it means this Reigan will give 50% of power. Well, the strength of this Reigan is 50% of your magic power will be what? The actual power of this Reigan. So it really matters if you have high magic power to make this Reigan strong. And this Reigan, by the way, hits everyone in the opponent's team, okay? And this Reikodan is, it gives 110% to 1 opponent character. It only attacks to 1 single character, and it really is affected by your, again, magic power. So it gives 110% of your magic power, which means I have 1007, so I'll get like 100,000 and 100, yeah, attack when I use this Reikodan. Whereas characters like Kuwabara, who has higher physical attack, normally those who have high physical attack will have low magic attack. So it's the other way around for the magic guys. You see, as you can see here. So for some characters like Kuwabara or Toguro, these characters have high physical attacks, unlike Yusuke or Hie, who has high what, magic attack. I don't know if I should say magic, but I can't find a good way to say it, so I'll just say it like that. But yeah, and each of these characters have a leader skill. So if you put one of these characters as a leader, you get a boost to the party. For Yusuke, it says red type magic power will boost by 15%. Okay, so although you get other red types like I don't know who, but like him, Rando, he is a magic type guy, so it's okay. But like for example, if you get Hie, who boosts green type magic power by 15%, and you have another green type such as him, Suzuki. Well, he's a magic type too. Sorry. What could be a good example? Link. Okay, Link is good. So let's say Genkai. You have Genkai who will give 15% boost to yellow type for magic power, I mean, and you get another yellow type, Link. But he is a physical attacking guy, so although he gets the boost from this Genkai's leader skill, because Link is a physical attack guy and Genkai only gives 15% boost to magical attack, he doesn't get much boost because his special moves is dependent on his physical attack power, not his magical attack power. Yeah, so it's really hard to really fully utilize the leader skill at the moment because there's only limited number of characters at the moment. But yeah, so I think it's not a wise idea at the moment to really think of the link of leader skill. So for example, I got Yusuke at the very first pull, well after the tutorial, maybe the first multi, and since he's a red type, should I aim for Jin? I would say no, because he's a physical attack type, and you know, if you really get restricted to the leader skill, it's gonna be really hard to collect the characters you want. So because it just started, this game just started, I think you should just forget about the leader skill because it's not gonna boost many characters in the party at the moment. So rather than that, you should just look at how strong their special moves are, or like how strong their stats are. Yeah, I think that's what you should look into. And taking that into account, I made my top 5 ranking. Okay, so for number 5, I think is Chu. What's so strong about him is his special move. Right here, this one on the top. It says it will boost yourself and the characters who's in the same row. So there's front row and back row, right, in this game. So if Chu is in front row, the other 2 characters in the front row will also get the boost. And what this boost is, 40% boost for magic attack, and this will last for 3 turns. Yeah, plus you get 40% boost on weakness damage amount. Yeah, for 3 turns. So what's really important about this skill is you get 40% boost on magic power. So if you, all you have to do is, it doesn't really matter what type you are, so just put like Yusuke and Hie in the same row and use this skill, and everyone will get the 40% boost on their magic power. Yeah, this is very easy to use. It doesn't buff everyone, it only buffs one row, but still, you know, it's 40% at the moment is really high boost in this game. You'll see as my ranking goes on, but yeah, so that's why I say this guy is good. And his another special move right here is just normal attacking move, but it gives 120% strength of your magic power to opponents front row, everyone in the front row. So that's really, you know, it's a wide range, and it's 120%, which is not bad. So he could both attack and buff, and his buff is 40%, which is super strong. So I think he's number 5, and you could get this from the first tutorial gacha. And I think number 4 is Yusuke. Everyone might think he's really strong. I'm making this ranking at a very initial stage, so this ranking might change as I play further, but at the moment I think he's not, he's still good. Number 4 is good, but compared to the top 3, I think he's weaker because it really depends on what other characters you have in the team. But because he could only attack. He could do this ray gun does 50% attack to all opponent characters, which is not bad. It's not bad, but it only attacks, right? Unlike like I just explained for Chu, who could do buff to like the first row characters or other characters that's coming up next will boost everyone in the team. So I think because this game is auto, it's really important to buff other characters. You can't just fight with one character, right? So he is gonna be important to be in part of the team, but I think someone like that will buff him will be more important. Then this Yusuke will be even stronger if you have another character who could buff, right? That's why I say he's number 4. But still, he's very strong because his ray gun, although is only 50% attack power, but it gives, you know, it attacks everyone in the opponent team. And this ray cooldown on the bottom, it gives 110% attack to one character, one opponent character, plus the less HP you have, this Yusuke has, the power raises, and maximum 150%. That's super strong. I think at the moment this skill is the most strongest skill in the game. Yeah, that's why I put him number 4. Although he doesn't have buff, I thought he's a bit better than Chu because he's so strong attacker. And then comes Genkai, which you can also get from Yusuke. You can't get from the tutorial, but Chu and Genkai you can get from the tutorial. Okay, so I think for the tutorial you could pull over and over, so you should aim for either Genkai or Chu is my answer. Of course, all the other characters are really good. Everyone has its own specialties, so you can't really determine just by looking at each character. It really depends on what other characters that you have or what kind of party you're using. So yeah, this is just, you know, as a reference. Please listen to this as a reference. And the reason why I say Genkai is so strong is, first of all, her stats is number 1 in the game. Number 1, okay? And second of all, this Reiko Gyoku, it will boost all party members' magic power by 25% for 2 turns, and attacking damage by 25% for 2 turns. Everyone, it boosts everyone by 25. So Chu was able to boost one roll only magic power by 40%. So Chu is better for some characters like Hiei or Yusuke who really needs a magic power, right? Because it's 40% boost. Whereas this Genkai, it's 25, but it boosts everyone, not only one row, but everyone. Plus, it also gives a higher attack power. And she also could do ray gun, which is just normal 120% magic attack to one row. Okay, so this guy is she is number 3. And then comes for number 2, Kurama. The reason why he, I think, is good is because of this. Huka Embujin is it gives a 25% boost to everyone in the party member, and the boost is on attack power. No, attack defense on attack and defense on magic. 25% each for 2 turns. So there's not many characters at the moment who could buff characters defensively, so that's why he's gonna be very rare. And something like this will really help, I think, because it boosts everyone in the party, and by doing that you'll be able to last. The party member won't die. It'll be harder for the party member to die, and that will lead to your victory, I think. So I think this guy is really rare. There's not many characters who could do this type of buff at the moment. And yes, and also his second skill is also very unique. It gives 125% physical attack to one opponent character, plus gives poison by 90% for 2 turns, which will like decrease opponent HP time to time, gradually every turn. So this is really annoying, and I think something unique like this is not many characters have something like this. So yeah, I think this guy is really strong. So I would say he's number 2. And then last but not least, number 1 is Hiei. The reason simply is because his Ensatsu Kokuryuha is really so strong. 170% to front and back roll when it's in the same top, middle, or bottom, right? If you do this kokuryuha to the top row, well, not row, column, I don't know how you say it, but you get to hit two opponent characters, and it's the strength of this skill is 170% of your magical power. That's strong. Plus, you give by 90% flame damage, which will gradually, I think, decrease the opponent HP again. Yeah, but there's another one disadvantage. When you use this, you won't be able to use any skill for 2 turns. So because this skill is super strong, you get demerit or disadvantage as well. Yeah, so there is something a trade-off, but because it's so strong, I think it's just, yeah, it's good. And also, this bottom skill is really strong too. It only gives damage to 1 character, but it's 180% of your magic power. And Hiei's magic power is super strong. Okay, so this guy, although he's only an attacker, I think he's number 1 because he's too strong. And also, another reason why I put him as number 1 is because his speed is number 1 in the game by far. Yeah, he's number 1 by far, which I think means what it does. I don't have Hiei, so I can't test this, but I think what speed does is it attacks first. The faster your character is, I think you get to attack first. And attacking first is really important in this type of game. So yeah, those are the reasons why I think Hiei is number 1. Yeah, I hope this is useful. It helps you do the reroll, and it'll take time, to be honest, to get either Hiei or like Yusuke or Kurama, because you can't get it from tutorial. But good thing to know is Chu and Genkai is as good. So and these 2 characters you can get from the tutorial gacha, which you can pull over and over until you get whatever you want. So please do refer to this and try to get the characters you want. Yeah, this ranking might change as I play further, but at the moment I hope it helps for those who don't understand, which is good. Yeah, so that's about it for today. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for my future video. Please do subscribe and hit the like button to support me. Bye.